I'm so happy we're doing this.
Yeah, me too.
I heard it's snowing right now there.
Oh, where did you hear that from?
No, my boyfriend. No, he was like, it's
Oh,
snowing today. Yeah, yeah. He's like, oh my gosh, it's snowing. I'm like, what? It's snowing? And he showed me, and it's like white. It's like super
show
white.
you. Actually, it is stunning. We don't get this weather much.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't know
yeah.
if you can see. Can you see this?
Yeah. Oh my God. So much
It's like a
snow.
blizzard.
I
Actually,
know.
we're thinking. I wasn't using the app. Oh, that's so weird.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. Oh, there.
Um, no, we're thinking to go out and build a snowman later. So.
Yeah, I know, that's so fun. No, so I found out it was snowing, and he was like, if it continues tomorrow, the canals might freeze. And he's like so excited for them. He's like, oh my God, I'm so excited.
Like, we don't know how to deal with this weather here, but in Canada we have this all the time, so I'm really used to this. But this, like, I've not seen this in many movies, so yeah, it's very special.
Yay. I'm so glad. Maybe we can wait like a few more minutes. I know some people who really wanted to join in, but we
Oh,
can just like chat a little bit. I do have some questions from some people who put them in the Q&A portion. So I guess we can get to those later on.
yeah.
Yay! And for now, we can just like look through who are watching and wave at people.
Have your tea though?
Yes, I do. I'm drinking though like cold tea because unlike there, it's pretty hot here. So I was like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I have
Oh,
like cold tea.
I really, uh, well, I have this banana bread in my oven right now that I may need to go and take out 20 minutes.
No
So
worries.
with me to take out my
It's okay. Yay. Oh my gosh, you like banana bread?
I've been on this experiment to make like the perfect banana bread for a little while because I tried this really amazing one from a bakery here and it's vegan and it just like blew my socks off. And then ever since then I was like, okay, gotta keep experimenting. So then, yeah, I think I got the recipe and I want to post it on the blog. So right now,
Okay.
testing and yeah, it's let's hope it works out and.
Crossing.
Yeah, but oh, right, I have my macaroons here too.
Yay. And they're
Yeah,
vegan also, right?
yeah, they are. I got so many questions about how to make these
Wow.
that I think all my requests were, I think I got like 20 requests, like, could you please show us how to make this? And I'm such a newbie myself that I was, like, anyways, they don't always work out, but this is how they Um, probably not the best that they've turned out. They've turned out better than this once before. Once before.
Yeah.
Tutorial to teach everybody else how to make this. But yeah, they're okay. They're all right.
They
They'll
look
get.
so good though. I wish I could bake. One thing I'll tell you, like people ask me one thing I can't do, and I'm gonna say I really can't like make anything.
Oh, I cannot believe that. Like from the art that you have, I just
Maybe. I don't know.
like.
The most I can do is like sushi, and that's really
Oh my goodness, I love sushi. I craving for sushi today. So yeah, maybe you could teach me how to make sushi.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
one thing. That's one thing I can do. Like that's the only thing I can do. It's like, what are you gonna do? Make sushi. That's the only thing.
oh, I'm really curious how your sushi looks like.
Yeah. It's actually well, sushi's actually easier than what people think. Like people usually make it sound like it's such a like, oh my gosh, sushi. I'm like, I think as long as you have the right ingredients, you'll be able to do it. And I mean like you don't exactly have to like wrap it. Like you can always just kinda dump it in your nori wrapper and then just
Oh,
like make your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So usually I just get like cucumbers and like, like vegetables and like make it like a huge vegetable wrap with sushi rice. And then like that's it.
Well,
It's like my food.
it's awesome. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of like Japanese and Korean food. It's just like the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're supposed to be here to interview you, and I do have some questions. So for those who are here, it's like our first pandemic live for the year 2021. Yay. So I'm really happy and excited. And if you guys have questions, you can always just drop them over. All right, so let's get to know you first and about like maybe a little bit about you and how you started dancing or what you'd like to share to us, like how you got into ballet and all of this.
Um, so hi everybody. I'm know how I got into dancing was more of just I like to move around a lot, especially when there's like music playing. It just kind of comes natural to me and I just like to bop around. So whenever my mom took me to the supermarket, there would be music playing, I'd literally dance in the aisle, not knowing what I was doing, totally improvising. And I freaked out a lot of people who were, in the supermarket. Um, yeah, so that's basically why my mom decided to take me to dance class. Well, number one was because she wanted me to play piano, but I just can't sit still. I'm not one of those, that could just sit for like an hour and do my scales. Do that, and I hated playing the scales because I always get so frustrated when I do something wrong, and to, like, no, I just wasn't at piano very. So every time she made me try, I ask her, "Is it okay? Could I do my dance video?" Like I had a DVD where I follow kids who are incredible,
Oh,
so little, but they're so incredible. I used to follow them every single day. And then eventually she was like, okay, we'll take you to dance. So
oh
that's
my gosh.
how it started. And she didn't really want me to do it as a profession at all. Like we didn't have this thought at all, but it was more of because as a kid I had a hard time expressing myself. I still do. Like I kind of laugh it off, laugh it off. But yeah, I found it to be a very great way to help in terms of like expressing myself. And also, my mom thought I wasn't very beautiful as a kid, so she thought if I put her dance, I'll help her, like sit up, have better posture, poise. So that was the goal of taking the dance lesson. But yeah, no, so that's basically how it started. And then when I knew I wanted to be a professional dancer was when I watched the National Ballet of Canada actually do a performance of La Fille Ballet. That was the first ballet performance I've ever seen, and we went with our public school.
Uh-huh.
At that point, I didn't take dance lessons yet, and I remember getting home so excited to tell my mom that I wanted to be a ballet dancer. I didn't even take dance lessons yet at that point. I was so excited because I loved that ballet so much. And yeah, there was chickens in it, the beginning, and it was so cute. It was all in pastel, and the dancing was beautiful. And I don't know, as a kid, uh, I don't know, I was such a stubborn kid, and I still am, super stubborn, and that's basically how it started. I just said to my mom, "This is what I want to do. I want to do ballet, so I can dance La Femelle Gilding."
How old were you back then?
I think I was like in grade 3. That was when I went to go see the ballet. So, I don't know. It was either like 9 or 10.
9. Yeah. Wow.
I was a really stubborn kid.
Did you guys like, I mean, like, this is like off topic, but did you guys originally like you were from Canada already, or you were born and raised there?
No, I was born in Beijing.
Oh.
I think at the age of like 4.5, like or five. Five was the time we moved to Canada. It's so funny because I think my mom just picked up the idea when she was at like this place. She overheard the next table saying that they were moving to Australia. So
Oh.
bored or something like like oh, why not? Let's just move to another country and then start all over again. Yeah,
Wow.
because a lot of, grandparents, they're all still there. So yeah, it was just a really weird idea that she came up with, and so yeah, I grew up in Canada, and yeah,
Hey. No, but really, that's so crazy though. Like your mom just decided like one day we're just
yeah,
gonna move.
it was so weird because I didn't know we were moving to Canada. I think
Oh,
I probably I it didn't. I was so little that it didn't sink in, and previous to moving to Canada, we just went on a trip to Thailand. We had a holiday in Thailand, and then so when we moved to Canada, I was like, oh, we're going to Thailand. I just thought we were going to Thailand. That was because
yeah.
like the only place I've ever traveled to. So then I just got in my mind, we're going back to Thailand. It's not Thailand.
It's so far from Thailand.
Oh, it was so different because, I used to have my own room. When we first moved there, we had to rent a place and then
Mhm.
things. It was really difficult when we moved. And yeah, it was traumatic as a kid. I didn't know we were moving, so I didn't mentally prepare. So,
That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. But I think it's like common around maybe around the time that you were moving around. It was common for people to kind of just like migrate or immigrate or, yeah.
yeah.
I think Asians, like for us, yeah. I know the feeling, like, because we, like, random plug in. I know this is supposed to be about you, but like we were originally like we were here, but then we had to move back to Tokyo, and then so we were like there, and then we had to move back here, and then like for a time being around your age, also they're like we're gonna go to the States, and we actually lived there for a while, and then we were like there in Florida for a long while, and then we all just came back or something, and then we're like, okay, so where are we gonna be? Like I don't know if it's like an Asian thing. Like they try like going around here and there where it works. Yeah.
Yeah. Where it works.
Eventually end up here and they're like, okay. Yeah, but it must be really interesting because you're like, so you're really from Beijing and then you grew up in Canada. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really different. But I mean, Canada's wonderful. So
Oh yeah, I think that's probably somewhere I want to go back to one day because my parents live there, and I don't know, we have a Tim Hortons there.
yeah. Oh, here. Yanni says, who are the ballet dancers you look up to?
Awesome question.
Yeah.
I have like quite a lot because I just think to be a ballet dancer is one of the hardest things, and just to anyway. So favorite ones, Juliana Lopatkina is like cream of the crop. You just I've seen two performances of her swan like live in Toronto actually, and each time we saw the performance, it actually I think it was three different shows because my teacher is Russian and she actually knows. I think that's there's connections there.
Yeah.
So got us another ticket. So I think we went to see three shows of it, and every single performance she did there was something different to the performance. And it's a live performance, but it just she was like she is Swan Queen. Like it just
Oh my
there's
God.
Queen then Lopatkina. So she is my favorite. And then there's Alina Kojikaru, who is just, she makes me cry every
I
single time.
know.
She is Giselle. Like, in my mind, is just Giselle is like Lina, Um, so that video of her and Johan Coburg in the
Oh
Royal,
my gosh.
it's every time I've watched it probably like 50 plus times. Like every time I'm crying when she leaves to go back into her grave. Um, you know, it's I love her. She brings so much emotion to me when I watch her dance. Like, I think that's also something that's really important to me and why I love dancing is that you don't just dance with the steps. You dance by also delivering feelings and emotion to people and to connect the the movement and this feeling. That is when it's like, when the audience can feel something from what you're dancing. This is just, so for me, she has the technique and the emotional side, like kind of just so well intertwined that I don't know, it looks like second skin on her. Like
Yeah,
ballet,
I know.
I don't know how to explain it, but
No, I know what you're saying because I loved her Giselle for so long. And if someone asks me for a Giselle reference, and I always say it's Alina Kochikaru for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Like you grew up watching her do this. Like that's just it. Like she's it.
And like there's some videos of her training on YouTube, I think. And she is, wow, like, she's just inspiration, like the way that she works. And
Yeah.
wow, I used to watch that every single morning when I was still in school,
Mhm.
just to get myself motivated for the day. I'd watch it early on in the morning, just like how she trains or like some videos of her dancing, and it would just get me through the weeks. Yeah, because yeah. Anyways, so Lapatkina, Kojikaru, and then PM classic. You know,
Yes.
like everybody's favorite. She is just wow. Like she can do anything, and she's
Yeah.
like, I don't know how to explain. It's just, such a performer. And I don't know. I love her. You know, she's just Sylvie. And then also another favorite of mine is Victoria Tereshkina. She's do you,
Oh, yes.
yeah,
I watched her. I watched her do Paquita with the graduating class. Yeah.
she's another one of my favorites because, I mean, I don't know, she just somehow brings this energy to the stage
Yes.
that is very like there's a lot of power and warmth, but she's such a like elegant long lady that you don't
Yeah.
so long, but she's so controlled and I don't know, I love her. I adore her actually. And so yeah, those are my like
Top,
top. No,
top, top.
those are
Yeah.
watch to get like to inspire myself. I'm watching all of these people, and I think there's so many incredible dancers in the world, but everybody has different tastes, you know
Yeah.
so we all have our different opinions on who our faves are. But yeah, these are just a few of my like absolute holy grail.
Definitely not far. Like ours are not far from each
Yes.
other. Okay. Yeah, we should talk about how you moved to Amsterdam where you are now. I find it so crazy because you went from Beijing, then now you went to Canada, and now you're in Amsterdam. And I didn't actually know that you were there for 7 years till we talked last time, and I was like, really? She's been there for 7 long years? Like it's such a long
And
time.
I cannot believe I've been here for so long. Like, it's so weird. Time just like flies by. So, well, no, I never picture myself in Amsterdam ever. But when we were graduating at the Canada, we, started to think about where we all, and basically our whole class was like Europe is the place to go. Like everybody in Europe. I just remember everybody wanted to get out of the coast. I think we've been at the school, and then so everybody wanted to go explore. So yeah, that's basically how I ended up in Europe. And Amsterdam, I'm like, I don't even know how I got to Amsterdam, but my teachers there at the school in Canada said, we think you would do well at Dutch National. Maybe you should go there and give it a try. So basically, that's how I ended up here. Personally, I don't think, it's like the city that I picked, right away, because I don't swim. B, I don't know how to ride a bike. Well, I just learned this summer
Oh
how to ride
my gosh. You live in Amsterdam, you don't ride a bike?
No, I don't fit in here. It just, yeah, like, don't know how to swim, don't know how to ride a bike. And then, yeah, that's basically it. And then when I walk, sometimes I trip. So it doesn't, it wasn't one of the first things that, would pop into someone's mind to move to Amsterdam when you can't bike. But I learned how to bike this summer because of the pandemic. So we tried to take less of the metro station, and we got ourselves a bike. And now it's snowing, so we can't
So you
bike.
can't bike. Yeah.
Mm.
But but now you ride the bike, like you're actually on it.
Yeah, like the summertime was going well, and I just had a hard time turning. Can't really do curves. But it was all right. It was all right. But the thing is, I think towards the older months, my knee wasn't great.
Yeah.
To just go back to public transportation. But now that we've moved so close to the theater, we just walk to.
Yeah. You don't really need to ride a bike now. Well,
Bikes, and then so now we're like, let's wait till the summer and then start biking again.
it's pretty fast. Like they're pretty fast there though, like the bikers, like it's so scary. Like when I was there last year, it was like so crazy. Like no, I was not there last year. I was there last year because it was the pandemic last year. But I was there for a whole month, I think. Like we were there for a whole month, me and my friend, and it was just like bikers there, like they zoom past you.
Yeah, they're insane, and that was like one of the reasons why I took so long to actually, say I'm gonna bike. But because of the pandemic, it really pushed me to bike. So
Yeah.
I,
They're pretty aggressive too. Like they're really like if they want you to move out, it's like move.
yeah, like some people get super close to you, like especially on the turns. I don't feel very comfortable, so I just like look around, see that nobody's coming, and then I go and do my
Your own little curve there.
other lane. I like always have to take up some space.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how driving is, but then their roads there are so narrow, so it's like
Yeah. Drive in this country. I made Joe go to a driving course, how to drive, but driving here.
It's be really hard. Oh, but anyway, so you're in Amsterdam and like it's not your first choice of company, like you would say, like you would have wanted to try, or you really just gave it a shot and you're like, well, it worked out. This is it.
Well, I think everybody wanted to go to the Royal Ballet.
Okay.
Every single person in our class was, oh, Royal Ballet, but really while we grew up. So it definitely was everybody. Or Bolshoi, the classic name list. But no, I was just, towards the year of graduating, things became more realistic, because when you're young, you have a lot of dreams.
Yeah.
you know, you realize towards the end, it's very difficult to be a ballet company. And so, you know, towards my year, which is kind of like, it's like a, how do you say it, PSP year? Do you guys have that? Like, it's a post-secondary year. It's a year where after you graduate from school, you kind of, it's like a, uh, like, I don't know how to explain, like an extra year that you take.
Okay.
You're at the school in Canada. Basically, I did that year here in Amsterdam. Um,
Okay.
and then I got to go and watch a lot of Dutch National Ballet's productions. And slowly, I kind of really fell in love with the company.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there was so many beautiful days time, and it just was very inspiring as well to get to watch them live. Um, and then you start to kind of picture yourself maybe in this company. Um, and also, to be honest, at that time, when a director offers you a contract to join their company,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a deal, and it just meant a lot. Uh, when uh, I don't know, put all of your hard work in profession for so many years, that when someone is willing to pay you to do the work, or like for, you know, your work, then
Yeah.
that, you know, so yeah, that's also why I love our company so much, because we have such a diverse dancers. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I think it's like a second home now to me, and I really enjoy dancing here.
Oh, it sounds so nice. Like, sounds like a dream. No, but that's really amazing. Like what you said about how, like it's like they really value you, and you found it there. So it was really good for you. Oh, so nice to hear that. But,
Do you think I could take my banana bread out? It's
oh yeah, sure. Go
I
ahead.
one sec. I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh
Like
gosh.
you can leave us be. You, or ooh, we're gonna see Coco's banana bread.
I hope
Now we
it's
get to see some real
okay. Let's see.
Coco style.
Let's see. It's all right. Okay, it's not too badly. Like
We're
it's not too
actually
brown.
we're actually known for banana bread here in the Philippines.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah,
my
we are.
goodness. I have to visit you sometime then. I've always wanted to
Yeah.
go to the Philippines.
The beaches are, oh my gosh, if you come here, I'm just gonna take you everywhere in the beach.
Make me see.
Yeah, I love the beaches here. They're so nice. It's like one of the perks of living here is just like I love summer. I'm like a summer person, so I really just love
Uh,
like summer weather and then the sea. It's like my dream. If I were to have a new like school and move everyone, I'd be like, we're gonna move by the sea, and like we're just gonna take class by the
we're
sea.
passed by this
Yeah, like every day that's your view. Like that's like the ultimate dream.
like every day.
Yeah. No, because it's so funny. Like all the companies here, I mean, like they're all in the city and all the schools here in the city. And I'm like, you guys have like a lot of like beautiful, we have a lot of beautiful places. And like, no one wants to dance by the sea. Like, you guys don't want to live by the sea or something. I don't know. Like, I always thought about it because I was thinking, like, I mean, we can always go to the theater in the city, but why not like
Oh yeah.
grow something, like
Yeah.
by there. I don't know. Just some thoughts.
Yeah.
So how's your banana bread? We didn't. Do you
Okay.
have to let it sit? Yeah.
Yeah, we have to let it rest a little bit. Hopefully it works. I baked it for a little bit extra time today. I baked it for like 10 extra minutes. But I hope it worked out because I'm making like a vlog series on my YouTube channel. I'm coming back to the YouTube channel.
Yay.
It just took forever because when the pandemic came, it just wasn't very inspirational to make videos and actually I
Yeah.
took social media because it's not a very inspirational time. And I don't know, just because thinking about what's going on in the world, it made me want to take some time.
Yeah.
So anyways, now that I'm bringing it back, I'm kind of changing the way of the video, which is kind of weird. I kind of want to go towards more like talking and more of just like ASMR kind of ish vibes. I don't
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about. Like,
No, it's okay. I think like you'll find it. It's pretty hard. Like this is gonna be YouTube talk now, but it's like I started mine 5 years ago, and I think it's only in the pandemic year that I kind of committed to it. But it's pretty hard to find like your. It's because it's like finding your personality also, and then finding like where, like what are you gonna be doing, or are you gonna like be more you, or are you kind of like gonna incorporate more of a side of you or something, like, and then it's hard to find. Like that's why I feel like people don't really continue, or it's hard because you end up like questioning, like, or maybe it's just me because I think a lot. But I know like some people have like they're so easy in the camera, and I'm like I have such a hard time, like it
oh,
takes me so long, like
I can't tell when I watch your
yeah.
video. Videos, by the way, because I've been looking for point recently, and also with the toe pads, the purple pads.
Have you tried them?
I really like them. They. I don't need to tape my toes with
Yeah.
them, but I do find that they really are very close to the ground. So they were
Yeah.
really, but the thing is, I normally wear like a tip on my big toe, and
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really used to how close to the ground I was, and it kind of bruised my toe a bit. If you wear that toe, not put a big tip onto the toe. So that was a bit, why I kind of a bit of a break because I don't really want to toenail like right now because it's not used to it and because
Yeah.
at that time. So, but I do love that you don't need to tape your toes at all. So it's
Yeah.
like slip them on, then you slip it into the slippers and you're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's so hard to get used to them though. Like I know so much people who are like, I love them, but like so much I hear so much stories like this. And same
Yeah.
for me. It's like I'm always like, I love them, but there's something like it's like you need to there's like a molding, adjusting time or something or whatever.
Exactly. Like shoes, there's an adjusting time. Um,
Yeah.
so it's the same thing. I really enjoy them, but I think I need some get used to them before
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Also to kind of see like what you can do about the it's not nice to have a bruised toenail though. Toenail?
I don't know. Yeah, like it's the last thing. Like blisters and bruised toenails are the last things that I need
Yeah.
for everything. So yeah.
Not so nice. Oh, anyway, wait, you were talking about how, you took a break in the pandemic, and I think a lot of people did. So, well, have you taken up other hobbies like besides baking?
Oh, what have I done? Well, the baking, like I said, but also I think what else did I? Well, I think I kind of like really put myself into ballet during the pandemic, where it's like I started to ask my boyfriend to coach me basically every day in my apartment on things that I feel comfortable with or things that I improve. For instance, like a seat, like
Yeah.
those kind of things where normally a lot of people you see, like especially female dancers, you see they do like a royale and
Yeah.
actual so these little things that where I just wanted someone to help me out, but I never really had the time to figure things out. I
Hmm.
had a pandemic, and it's still like this today. So even though we at the Dutch National Ballet are working and rehearsing, it's still not nothing like our normal season. It's
Yeah.
really not. So this is the perfect to sort out whatever you need to sort out because the whole world is on a pause. Um, so there's time to figure out if you want to like fix this turn or fix your arms, fix anything that you need, the coordination, etc. It's like the perfect time for all of that. So yeah, that's something I kind of was doing over the kind of quarantine, like pandemic period, and I'm still
Mhm.
now. Um, so I've become more of a bunhead.
Oh my gosh. We're all little bunheads inside also.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm such a bunhead. It's like I could, work all day and then come back home and keep watching ballet videos and then
You know what? I actually never thought of myself. I remember this was last year. A friend of mine said, "You are a bunhead." Like he just randomly said, "Like you're a bunhead. Like you're such a bunhead." And I'm like, "Really?" Like I always thought I was an extreme, and I always thought that people were doing more than me. And he's like, "No." Like he was like he's gay, and he's like, "You, honey, you watch ballet videos when you wake up and you go to sleep." And it's like that's all you do. And I'm like, oh, so that's what it is. And he's like, yeah, you live, breathe, eat, like sleep ballet. I'm like, okay, I get it.
yeah, I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah, I've had that too. Like sometimes even when I was little, I remember when my dad was driving me to school or like we're driving somewhere, I would be in
Mhm.
the back of the car. I'd have like leg on the other seat, like going for it, like, stretching and like doing whatever I could. I don't know what I was trying to do, but yeah, I just, no time to lose.
Just dance, dance, dance. No, but I love that feeling. I know. Maybe we can maybe we can go to like three of the questions that are related to the pandemic. So since we're on the topic of like how the pandemic has been for you, and it's like so nice that you said like it's a good time to work on things, because I feel like that's the same with myself. I worked on a lot of things, like just kind of slow it down and
Yeah.
nitpick at random things, and yeah, be able to kind of like, because you're always like so fast moving, like you know how the world or ballet is like always so like we have to be ahead of each other, and now it's like you can't because everyone's just kind of all like what you said, you're like we're all on a pause, so it's like a really nice time to just like take a step back and like see what things are happening or what's going on or with myself and around us. So yeah, what would you, because this is a question, what would you suggest for dancers, I mean, dealing with being sad during the lockdown? I guess I'm sure like a lot of people felt that, and you took a break from social media, so I'm sure you know how that feels.
Yeah, I really feel for everybody. Like, I feel it too. Like sometimes I just, have where I just be in such an emotional wreck where I, cry all of a sudden, and there would be no, reason as to why I was upset or crying. I just felt like time was passing. Short career, I'm not doing as much as I'd like to be doing, or just, have the will to work, but there's any place that you can work, and also the fear of just catching the virus or, just getting sick. Or these are all, we're living in a time of a lot of unknowns. And for me, it brings a lot of anxiety because I don't like not knowing things. Like that's not live with. In normal life, I always need to know what's going to happen ahead of time. I'm not one of the quickest people, but I like to work hard, and that's for me, that's my way of learning things or like doing things. I like to be prepare myself. So this period has really tough on me and the rest of the world as well. And then when you see your local shops, and just places closing down because of what's going on. It makes the situation even worse. And then it's not a great time for anybody right now. And but when I think about it, because prior to the whole situation, we could go outside, we could go and enjoy a meal outside in a cafe with friends, and, like this close to each other, and like laugh off, and like sharing food, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Like I took all that for granted. I never thought about, oh my God, I'm so lucky to be able to be surrounded by people that I love, to be outside enjoying food that was made from, like from another, somebody else made this for me, and like I could go anywhere I wanted to, didn't have to cover up my face like this and get a mask, imprint on the face. So it's a lot of things that I took for granted. And then so I remember always thinking, oh, I wish we could do this. Oh, I wish we could travel. I wish we could do this. But then I started to, as the time went on, I started to think, you know what, like I can do what I need to do in this time as well. And I just need to, count my blessings. I just need to, focus on what I can do now in this moment, that's beneficial for me, and take it day by day, not to think about a future plan, not to be like, well, this completely, like, we don't know how long this is going to last.
Yeah.
So I started to take things more of day by day and much slower. So, prepare for the day, I meditate more, I stop going on my phone so much, just scroll at all the cool videos on Instagram or TikTok. And yeah, just doing things for yourself, and actually like picking up a book and reading, and just all these little things, they really help with not overthinking about all the worries that are going to come in, I don't know, in the future. So I would just, the only thing I can say is just enjoy each and every single day. Don't, look forward to the future, but don't count on the future. Because, every single day is, it's given to you as a gift, and to be able to have health, and this body to get through every single day and to enjoy every day, it's truly a blessing. Like I'm feeling so thankful every single day because I go through all the things that I'm super thankful for. So for example, we have a home that we live in, we have enough food, more than enough to eat, and I have my pointe shoes. I can do whatever I want to do, even in the given space that I have, even though it's not as big as I'd like it to be. It's not a studio, it's not a stage, but I still have the, the essentials to do what I want to do. And it won't stop you. A pandemic won't stop you from doing what you love to do. If you truly love what you're doing, nothing can stop you. So I just want to send everybody lots of love, and there's a lot of, hope for us, and we're all going to get through this. And I believe we're going to get through this stronger than we were entering this. So yeah. Yeah, I just want to say to all the young dancers out there that it's going to get better, and enjoy every day. So yeah.
Wow. It was like a long speech. It was so good.
Long.
No, it was really good. I'm pretty sure like people are gonna love to hear that, especially those who will catch it later on, especially. Yay. Anyway, if you guys like, I mean, like those who are still here want to ask anything, like you can just head on and ask. This one actually by F, I don't know how to say your name, but says so. FV event says so. Is it he says like he or she? Is it what do you miss most about ballet? I'm not so sure if it's like for you or maybe for us, actually.
Maybe we can both answer it, Lina. You
Yeah, we could probably.
go first since I've just been ranting for like.
No, but I loved your answer. It was so good. And you're right about like how it's nice to just like slow things down and live in what is now. It's nice that you meditate. I do meditate a lot. I take a lot of time to meditate also myself. I actually got certified for it like a few years back. Yeah.
My goodness.
Just because I'm like the whole into self-awareness thing and I don't know.
You
Like
are
it helps so much.
like, can I just add that you are like an inspiration to me? Like,
Oh.
I don't know, like just what you do and like how much work you put into everything and how you're really busy, but you have this crazy time management skill and you can basically do everything that we've talked about so far.
No, but no, meditations like I feel like that can save like you so much. Like just you don't even need like anything else. Like you probably need just know how to hold space for yourself and like you'll know like what to do like right after it. Like you're just gonna be like you know where you are and it's like you're there. So it's so nice that you said like being where you are now and like in this time. Like that's the best place. And that's like for all of you guys like still watching, it's true. Like you can just close your eyes and imagine you're somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's how I see it now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I'm not in tune with myself, and that's not a great feeling to be. Like to
Yeah.
find when things kind of go wrong. So
Hmm.
to always like stay in tune with myself is amazing. It's yeah.
Yeah.
And I've gotten into essential oils actually. That's one thing.
I have mine.
I,
I have mine on all the time.
yeah.
We'll talk about them soon.
Yeah.
No, they're like so good for when you're like the mornings or when you need to feel really like it's more for mood boosting. I would not say, you know how people say you should ingest them. I'm like, I'm not for that. So yeah. Wait, so anyway, let's answer the what we miss most about ballet.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like pandemic or if it's like if I miss it, like I don't know. I do miss it. I do miss dancing because I used to dance in company here. But I don't know, I miss the stage, definitely. Like if I was gonna say something, yeah. Even just watching people on stage, I miss it. Like I know in Japan, like they're all on stage already. Like they have shows already. They are since last year. But the thing is
Wow.
like, you know, like how you go to Japan and like I don't know if you've ever watched a show there. But if you tell people like you have to be quiet, no one is going to talk. Like it's like the most disciplined place ever. I remember going there and like if you'd cough, it's like the worst thing. It's like
Like oh,
it's like hold it in. You'd hear people coughing like in between claps and stuff,
oh,
but it's like you'd never like see them, you know, like actually coughing. Like, so I feel like that's why it works because it's like they had all these rules. Like you can have shows, but you can't. You're not allowed to talk. You can't do this. You can't do that. It's like everyone's as if they're military, but they get to enjoy shows, which also is kind of like you know, it's nice also. I mean, like, I'm not like a big fan of like big shows also in this time, but if they're doing it properly, I feel like if there's like some kind of regulation and, you know,
yeah,
like they're fine. Yeah. But if there's something I miss, it really is shows, like
yeah,
ballet shows.
yeah.
Yeah. It's been so long. How about you?
No, I feel exactly the same. Like when you said that, I was like, that's exactly like that's it. Like the shows and also watching the shows for ballet, I think. I mean, now everything is kind of going onto like how do you say it? It's more digital, so all the companies are performing their shows online, which is
Mhm.
really cool as well because I think even without the pandemic, we could be using this platform more for the art because I just feel like
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the world needs to get to know more of the different, especially with the, inspire to, carry on with the art form. Yeah, so I think the digital online platform that they have, kind of discovered this year is great for all the companies in the future as well. Because also this way, it's not just the people who come into the audience can view this show or performance. It's actually the whole world could
Yeah.
watch. So this is huge for us, I guess, for ballet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool because I mean, my parents live so far away, and yeah, they were able to come for like a performance, but that's not
Really?
like, hey, mom, performance, can you come? Like every week, it doesn't work out. So yeah, it's great for people who are their family or just show the rest of their families what they get up to. So
Yeah.
it's great. But
Yeah.
like, really miss the, just interacting with the audience, a live performance, and
Yeah.
able to watch people dance. It's amazing. Like when you hear the orchestra prepping for, when that is like, it gives me shivers every time. I'm just like, I'm so
Oh
excited.
my gosh. We have the same favorite moment. Like
Yeah,
that's my favorite. That's always like when you hear it, it's like this is it. Like it's,
yeah. Fun head moment. You're like,
I know it's like this is it. And I remember like the first time watching in the Marinsky, like that happened to me where I really cried. Like I was there and I remember getting a front seat and you know how like for us dancers we should get like a bit farther seat, but this time I was like no, I really want to see the orchestra. I want to see like the dancers up close. And I remember like the curtains went up and I was crying and my friend was like, are you okay? I'm like, it's just like I've always watched this on like YouTube and stuff. Like I can't believe like I'm actually here. Like I can't. And yeah, I don't know. I know, and the fact that we no, because I took like because I taught there and like I actually got to go like backstage and all of that. So it was really just amazing experience and all of that. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe like this is happening.
and can I ask which show and who you see?
Oh no, I was watching the Vaganova Academy, their recital. So when you take like art the teaching path, like you get to participate with like their events and stuff. So we get to watch their recital and like the preparation for their graduation. So we get to see like their rehearsals. So it was really interesting because you'd really hear like the director's voice in between. So
Oh,
like it would be a show, but then you'd hear the notes. So
yeah,
you'd be, oh, that's
that's
like an interesting observation. Yeah. So it's really a bunhead moment because you really feel like I'm part of this. Yeah. Reb asked, how do you view ballet after Corona? As a mother, I'm training a ballerina. I'm worried about the future of ballet. I really feel like dance right now it's really hard like in the industry, but I do see some companies really trying their best to put more online content out and like reach out to more people. I've heard some places having hard time, but I've also heard some places that are just like not exactly having a hard time, but also trying to continue. I think if they like to dance, like the best is just to give them that during this time. But I would say like if they do like to do other things like other hobbies, I don't think it's wrong to try them right now because like you also started baking and I mean like I sew and I do all these things too. It's like I mean just try different things, I guess. Like if you don't end up dancing, I mean it's not the worst thing either. Like just go where you're happy. But I would still say if dancing makes you happy, just continue.
I completely,
Yeah,
I totally agree. I mean,
yeah,
really likes to dance, then there's really nowhere to hold back. And I wouldn't pick this career personally or just, you know, like you know, as a stable job, I wouldn't go for a ballet career. I'd go for something else. But you know, like if she really enjoys this is her passion, then yes, of course, let her dance.
Thank you again, Coco, for like giving us your time and like, I mean, like in between your banana bread making. So it was so nice to see that.
So busy.
All right. Anyway, so I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.